professional.
Just try here and there. Okay, my God, this is super organized. It was not supposed to be so organized. It was supposed to be very casual. They want to record it, which is why we need the audio. Bakr is here. Okay, Ruhullah is coming? Alhamdulillah. So we have amazing representation here. We have young, very young, right? Mujtaba. Mujtaba, you listening? You here to listen or eat? Okay, so listen, no food. Okay, so we have young ones as well, we have youth, and then we have, alhamdulillah, men and women as well. So thank you so much. So just to bring everybody up to speed, why we're meeting, what we're going to talk about, and then we'll go through the details. Agha Raza and Brother Jalal approached us and said that in Ramadan, we would like to get a little bit organized so that people feel like they're getting, good quality food and it is served with respect. And so we have organized a bunch of volunteers to help us out in this. So today's objective is to just go over what we want to accomplish and how, inshallah, I have a diagram here, how, inshallah, things will flow. So main objective is we want faster serving. Because it's Ramadan, we want the lines to be short. If you notice in our food distribution here, typically there's congestion. And we can avoid the congestion. So our hope is to get organized so everything flows smooth, inshallah. So we want to serve food faster, less congestion. We want consistency in serving. Sometimes what happens is one group comes, they serve one way. Another group comes, they serve another way. We want to get consistency. So the food comes out of the kitchen, it's the same regular people that are doing the work. That way everybody knows and has an expectation of how everything will flow. So we want to get consistency in the way we serve the food. We also want to do one change this Ramadan is we want to accommodate the seniors. And I'm going to make this announcement. If there are any seniors in line, it's not that they cannot get food. They can stand in line. But out of respect, we want to teach our young ones how to respect the elders, because we're getting there soon. So then we want the seniors to sit down and food will come to them. So that's another thing we want to do this time as well. So the seniors, we will try and get them out of the line to a dedicated table and the food will come to them. As you know, the new food committee is also serving food hot. So it's not going to be in containers, it'll be coming out hot. Also, portions will be different. So somebody can come and say, I want rice, I don't want rice, I want more curry, I want less curry. So the food people who are serving the food are going to have to be very aware of the people in front of them because they're going to, salam, how's your fast, what would you like? That kind of stuff. So inshallah, once we do this a couple of times, hopefully we'll get the rhythm and we'll be able to do it effectively. By the way, if you have questions, yes, Bakhir. Yes.
So I was thinking, is this going to be like aid, like we're scooping instead of, handing out,
Yes.
Okay, we're scooping like manually.
Yes. Somebody is scooping manually, yes. So we'll get to who's doing what in just a second. 1 second, what's your name? Ali Asghar Yahfufi. 1 second. Let me just get to, Agha, the mouse is working?
Just move
To the right?
Not you.
Thank you.
Should be working.
Okay, so before we get to, okay, what's your question?
So the kids will wait at the table and then you're going to get food already in the
The seniors, not the kids. Okay, so we'll talk about where the seniors are going to sit. You're going to help us with the seniors, right? Get them situated. Okay, so now let's go through the main changes that we're having. First of all, in the men and the women, this is only the big nights, huh? So Friday, Saturday, and Laylatul Qadr. All the other nights, there's potluck, right? So we don't expect a huge crowd, and we don't expect volunteers, and we don't expect this. This is only for the big nights. We are hoping that there will be 2 lines on the men and the women's side. So if you think of it, I'm going to put this down for a second. And I'll go to the diagram. There'll be a table, and then lines on both sides. All right, so we'll try and get people to go through faster. And I have a diagram that I'll be showing. Thank you, Allah. The tables will be rearranged a little bit. Right now, if you notice, Yeah, when you see the diagram, it'll make sense. Right now, if you notice on the men's side, for example, and the women's side, the tables are all like this. If you want to cut through the middle, it's very hard. So on Sunday, we'll get here and we'll rearrange the tables. We'll break it up a little bit so people can walk in and out easily, inshallah. All volunteers will have vests, right? So that way it's easier to see who the volunteers are. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'm on this bullet right here. Food will be served hot with variable proportions, as I said earlier. Kids' meals. I think Mr. Yafufi there was very worried about kids' meals. So kids' meals will be in a small container, and you'll get it. You don't have to worry about, sort of asking for it. It'll all be ready for you to take. Okay, drinks will be, one second. Drinks will be in a separate area. So in the men's side, I don't know about the ladies' side, but in the men's side, we have a big problem. Let me walk you through the problem. Somebody comes, grabs food, grabs a fork, grabs a napkin, grabs a water, hands are like this, and then, so we want to avoid that, right? So what we're going to have is people come, they get their food, the drinks will be in a separate area, right? So that way they get their food, they can sit down, they can go get their drink, they can do whatever they want, but they're not holding up the line, right? Very important. Now, second problem we have is dessert. Typically, fruit, dessert, and everything else also creates a congestion. Why? Because there's nobody serving sometimes, or they don't know where to put it, so they're balancing everything. Dessert is not going to be out there at the beginning. So what we're going to do is, and even on the ladies' side, the food will be served, the drinks will be separate. After they have taken the food, the dessert will come out later. That I will leave to Brother Agha Raza. He will decide when to bring the dessert out. But suffice it to say, while people are eating, dessert will not be there, right? Dessert will come later. Yes, no problem. So dessert, oh my God, we have so many questions from the youth. Yes.
So you have to get the drink after you sit down?
Yes. Does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah, you have to get the drink after you sit down. Yes.
So you get some stuff that you can hold, and then you get the other stuff. So that's why there was on the water and the drinks in the outer table, and then there was the food in the other table.
Fantastic. You summed it up so well. You want to present? You're so good. Thank you. Yes.
Do the people who are fasting get extra food?
Everybody's fasting. Everybody's going to get food. Even the kids, yes. Okay, so I'm having technical issues here, but let's see if I can just walk you through. So dessert will come out only when one food line is done, I'm guessing, right? But we'll see. There'll be marked tables for seniors, and the food will be served at their table. So this is the critical point now. This is now where we start getting into who's doing what, right? We're going to have roles for the volunteers, and hopefully it's the same people every time. I know in the ladies' side it's a little different, you're going to rotate, but on the men's side we're going to have select volunteers everywhere. We're going to have line people, and I'll get to what they do. We're going to have runners, Bakir and his crew. We're going to have servers, and we're going to have senior helpers, right? So you have servers, line people, senior helpers, and runners. Runners are critical, and this is where Bakir and his team do a really good job. So the people who are serving the food are going to be fixed. The runners are going to be fixed between the men's side and the women's side. The lines people have a fixed job to do, and the seniors helpers also have a fixed job to do, right? So I'm going to go through that in just a second because it works a little bit different on the men's side and the ladies' side. Agha, technical difficulty. Here we go. Okay, so let's walk through the men's area. This is the kitchen. Maybe I can go this way. Yeah. This is the kitchen, okay? This is the pavilion on the men's area. Don't worry about the proportion. I was in a real hurry today. I couldn't get the proportion right. This is the men's open area. This is the men's pavilion up there. So this is the new building. This is where we are right now. So men are coming out of here, and they're coming out of here. We're only going to have one line here, one line here. So there's going to be one line person here, one line person here. This person is blocking people, making sure they're not coming here. This person is guiding people into making one line, right? These people will have dates and they'll have water next to them, right? So as people are coming, they're breaking their fast. So at least the tension is a little bit lower. Hopefully people will be calm by the time they come here, right? So dates and water will be here. Yes?
Men and women or just men?
Let's talk about the men first. Women's is a little bit easier. Men's is a little complicated. So they come here. Right here, there's going to be 2 lines. The food is here. Now here I've drawn 2 servers. It's actually going to be 4 servers, right? So if you have 2 people facing this way, and then you have 2 people facing this way, and there's a table here, and the lines are coming straight through here, right? So hopefully one line split into 2. They come, they get their food, and then they're free to sit down or go get their drinks, but the drinks are separate. There's no dessert, right? Yes?
Where's the open area again?
This is the open area.
Where is it? I'm trying to understand.
Opposite the kitchen. Opposite the kitchen.
Unshaded area.
Yeah, so my hope is in the pavilion, again, this is just a proposal. In the pavilion, we're not serving any food. Because we want 2 lines, I measured, and I think we can do 2 lines here. We're going to have to get rid of some tables here, so we can move some tables from here into the pavilion that opens up this space. So we can go and check it out. Initially, we were going to have 2 lines in the pavilion. The problem is the pavilion has a step. And then you go up there, and then you come down again, and so I'm trying to avoid all that hassle. So my hope is if we can make the 2 lines right opposite the kitchen, that way people can come get their food, and then they're free to go wherever they want.
What if it rains?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it won't rain. I don't know. We'll have to pivot and maybe rearrange everything if it rains. Okay, I'm going to come to your questions in just a second. Okay, let me finish one thing. Okay, so we have servers, line people. We have runners, right? These runners are basically bringing all the food. That's Bakr and his team, and they know exactly what to do. The servers here are the same servers. Right now, I have Brother Kamar and Ali Hemani as our servers. They know exactly what to do. You're going to bring me 2 more people, right? Hopefully. Yeah? Okay.
I'm sorry, more than 4 people enough?
Yes, 4 people enough.
Okay, 4 people for 2 tables?
Yes, 4 people for 2 tables. Yes. जी कमर भाई 4 हो जाएंगे ना?
How many dishes?
Yeah. If you're going to get elaborate with the dishes, then we'll need more volunteers.
I think we have to cater for rice, a meat or a curry, and a salad.
Have you seen Kamar bhai do it? 2 spoons. Chip.
Yeah, it's fine.
On the men's side, if it's a simple 2-item menu, we can do 2 volunteers on one side, 2 volunteers on the other side. I don't think we'll have a problem getting volunteers. So if you need more, we can get more. My hope, right?
So hopefully, in the beginning, it's not going to be as crowded. So
Yes.
it's a good practice.
Yeah, so we'll see how it
Can
goes.
I also ask Brother Razak, will we have an idea of what the food that is being served on that day, like, is it possible to find that from the day before? That way we can just mentally prepare for it.
Just let the servers know what food we're serving. Yeah? Okay. Volunteers will be praying Maghrib only. Right? So you'll come and pray Maghrib. You can pray Isha on your own, but by the time Maghrib is finished, we need the volunteers out. So we can start arranging everything, right? So the dates and the water will be here. The 4 servers will be here. The seniors, okay, who are the seniors people? It's, Ruhullah and Muhammad Muhibullah I had over here. But find somebody else, and the 2 of you are running the lines, right? Making sure people are forming one line, they're getting dates, and they're getting to break their fast. Kashif is going to be with the seniors together with Hassan Sayyid. Hassan Sayyid has agreed to be here every night and bring the food to the seniors. So he knows the seniors, and all of them will be kind of very comfortable with him. So we'll probably have 1 or 2 tables marked with a tablecloth, so they know that this is seniors' table. Kashif will be making sure that the food is coming to all the seniors.
So I think what we need to do, though, for those volunteers, we need to make sure that they don't distract these servers.
Yes.
They're going to be busy.
Yes.
You know, they have to know that, look, like, they're not going to ask too many questions. Oh, give me a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
No, don't take that, do this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that has happened.
Yeah. So that's why if you notice, I haven't put myself down for anything. My hope is I'll be kind of floating and making sure that everything goes smoothly and there's no hiccups. Yes, Allah.
So this program is for big nights, right?
Yes. Friday, Saturday, and Laylatul Qadr.
One concern the seniors might get confused that other nights they should also sit there. And we should
That's
need to
true.
clarify that other nights no one's gonna bring food to them. You know? And they're not required to sit there.
It is potlucks the other night, so.
We need to clarify that. For
Okay, so maybe in my announcement, I'll say on the big nights, food will be served to you. On regular nights, it's potluck, come and help yourself. Yeah, okay. Oh my God, the kids have questions. Okay, let's go. Bismillah.
So, but the people who like go to the class, because they are gonna go to eat food first.
Yes. There's no class. There's no class in Ramadan. Only prayer.
Yeah, but the people who are going to the old building on Friday and Saturday, they're gonna take longer.
You're right. Okay, let me think about that.
So, that means the people who are in the new building, who are listening to the program, that means that they can go first, but they can do it fast because later in 30 more minutes, the people who are in the old building come, so and then the people who are in the old building can cut the line because they were supposed to go first.
Good point. Okay. Point noted. Okay, hold on. We need to
The
go.
kitchen is close.
Okay, let me get to the other questions real quick. Okay, let's go.
Who are the senior helpers?
Kashif and Brother Hasnain Sayyid. You want to help?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you down.
too.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Yes, Burhan and Ali Asgar, new volunteers.
So do the runners just pass out food?
Ask your brother. Your brother is head runner. Okay, now the ladies' side. Ladies' side is a little bit easier because you have one line coming here, right? So ladies are coming out of the new building after the prayer and they're coming here and they're forming one line. We're going to move the tables a little bit to make some space so there's no congestion. And we're going to break it up here, maybe even here, so they can go inside and outside. You've got ample room here to move the tables, right? So the ladies are going to come this way. Now this is where it gets tricky. Here, it's a little chopped off this way. We have bought some barriers. You know how like in airport security, there's like a retractable barrier which guides the traffic? So we bought those. We're going to try and use those for the ladies' side because here is where it can get very congested. So as the ladies are coming here, there's somebody with dates and water here and somebody with dates and water here. The seniors' table is right here in the front. On the senior side, who are your volunteers? Sister Rubina Sayed and Sister Malik Taj, right? So they're going to be helping the seniors over here. Who are your lines people? Sajida?
Sajida is going to be one of the line person, and I need to find a youth.
Okay, one youth over here, right? So here we're going to have some of these, and I brought them here. We'll try it out to see what is the best way to line them up. But basically, the ladies are going to also have two lines here. And unfortunately, this doesn't move this way. Oh, it doesn't move. Okay, but anyway, so it's the same kind of thing. Lines, two lines here, and then the drinks are right here. I'm not sure about the drinks. I think you're going to have a lot of congestion.
So we have a lot of room in that area.
Okay, so you can spread it out? Okay. Okay, so overall, that's the plan. Right, hold on. Your questions are great, but let me finish this. Two lines, each side, fast. Lines people will be giving dates and water so people break their fast. Hopefully the lines are flowing smoothly and we don't have congestion. The moment one line is over or people have grabbed food, then the dessert will come. The servers don't need to be there for the dessert, right? It's free serving for dessert, yes or no?
I think we need some.
Okay, so the volunteers, we're going to have to figure out. Okay, the volunteers, because after, they're also fasting, right? So after they've served everybody, maybe they get a break and somebody else comes and helps with the dessert, right? Something like that. Okay, so Muhammad Weibul, I just joined. Okay, so Ruhullah will explain to you your role. You have a role dedicated to you. And Rami is available as well for flexibility. So on the men's side, we have all the volunteers. I need regular volunteers, the same ones, so we can have consistency, right? On the women's side, I think you have a bit of a floating arrangement, right? Where you're going to go back and forth. We're going to bring all the water. I'm going to bring that on Sunday. So we should have ample water to last us the whole Ramadan. Dates?
Days we have dates.
We have dates, right? So we're going to need 2 trays, right, of dates. On men's and then the women's, right? Okay. What else? tea, yeah.
We
So,
don't have, we already have,
yeah, so there'll be a drink station. There'll be nobody there standing. People will have to take themselves. But there'll be water, tea, and juice.
so what I was thinking was, well, maybe, so for now, we had an area between the two areas, between the man and woman, just to have the tea. So from both sides, you can actually come and take the tea, so it's one table to maintain. But for Ramadan, we probably want to have more.
Yeah.
So we have separate ones, but the challenge, I think, with the drinks and the tea all together is that anything after the food, it creates congestion.
It does, it does.
Because people are trying to get it, so my idea is maybe if we can have more volunteers, is to make the tea and try to serve people rather than having them come and take their own. You know, if we can take it to the tables or do something so that people don't have to stand in line and say,
So my problem with this approach.
and say, look, here's your tea.
So my problem with this approach is because, one of the other problems we have is we have a lot of mess. So while people are done eating, my hope is, and I have a few people that we normally do this, we'll go around and collect all the trash, right? So having too many, I don't want to spoil people into everything will come to you, you just sit, right? Because it just
I'm just
might,
trying to see how we can,
the congestion.
yeah, solve the congestion. Every single time, anything that's more than just the food.
Yeah, there is a
people are just
congestion.
standing around.
Yeah.
You know, one person is trying to put a little bit more milk, a little bit more sugar. Now they're looking for another spoon to mix it before they move. You know,
Yeah.
all of that takes a lot of time.
So let's see how it goes, and then maybe we can adjust accordingly. Yeah, yes, sister. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we can, I like that idea. Maybe we can have a volunteer that prepares the tea, and then they can finesse the tea how they want. But at least the basic tea is ready. They just have to add the sugar, for example, or something like that. Maybe we can.
People take tea is taken after food.
Yeah.
After food is maybe not problem for them, so many people.
But separate. It has to be separate area, so it's not creating a congestion. Yeah. So let's see. Let's observe, and then we can maybe tweak it a little bit, right? Yes, Ava.
First Ramadan, you're going to check everything there.
Right.
And some people are used to actually drinking tea or starting with a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe even if we have enough servers, maybe they can serve the people while they're
Yes.
with their date.
Yeah. With tea over there.
So
Yes, Ava.
Is there any concern about the capacity, like especially on the men's side? Like if we are moving all tables from the open area to that side, I'm wondering if we are overflow.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Seating capacity, what is the maximum that we can have, right? I don't know. I mean, we will definitely fill up, for sure. Maybe some people will be standing, maybe there'll be overflow, I don't know. But this is what we have now. We can maybe get some benches and things like that
those
around.
wooden benches are back there.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to encourage
They need to
people
be-
in the beginning just to
The
move on.
wooden
Yeah.
benches need to be brought close
So
by,
the
right?
wooden benches, the problem with the wooden benches is that not all of them are in the best shape.
Yeah,
So if you start,
Still is
Can
better
we
than
open-
nothing, right?
Can we open up carpet, like the way when we do for prayers? Could we have a few of those? No?
where? On
People
the
sitting on the
basketball
ground.
court?
Not the
food.
basketball, between the pavilion, the L-shaped,
Oh,
in
in
that
the
little
middle?
area?
to sit on the floor, to eat their food. It's a lot of rocks. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. If we're at maximum capacity, like this is a good problem. It's not a bad problem if we're overflowing.
This year is going to get really crowded.
I agree. A
bunch of Iraqi community wasn't
Yeah.
Here last
Yeah,
year.
no, I agree. We're going to have a lot more people. Yeah. Which is why we want to streamline the serving and the congestion. Now we will have other problems to deal with. I agree. So let's just see. If we see that we're overflowing, I'll leave it to you to figure out we need more tables, more carpet, more
What's gonna
whatever.
happen is, in the beginning, we'll be fine, and then when we get closer to Ahya,
Last
yeah,
15
right after the middle
Just
of
towards the end,
Ramadan, and then by the time we figure out how to handle it, it's gonna be over.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
That's true.
all we have.
Yes, Al.
A stretch goal, a good to have goal, would be to have volunteers, one volunteer per table to count the number of people. And we have purchased these counters because one big challenge that we have is estimating the number of attendants. and we've always been having this issue. So we recently started recording the situation, Gregorian calendar, religious event, temperature. We're recording all these, but we're understaffed on the volunteers for these counting these stuff, and we have counter devices. So since we have a lot of people here, especially on the ladies' side, if there are volunteers to help with this, we can provide them with these counter devices. So they check among themselves. So if we have one person,
Sure.
that would be great if you can get volunteers tonight.
Any takers?
Even the people who are overseeing the lines, maybe they can, since they're
No, please. My lines people, I need them to focus on. You remember one consistent complaint we get, I won't say complaint, but one consistent theme that we get is like we need to talk to people and be friendly and stuff like that. So the lines people, where's Ruhullah? Ruhullah. He is a friendly person. He is as friendly as you can get, right? My hope is that just greeting people, salam, date, water, that's a big ask of them. If they can just consistently do that and show that warmth, I think that would be really good. I wouldn't want to burden them with anything else, right? So, yes, Al.
I'm gonna get a stick soon, so
That's all right.
Is the ask clear, guys, for the volunteer for
Yeah.
the counting?
We can find volunteers.
Kids even can do this, but we need ownership, basically.
Okay. I'm looking at Arif.
Take a picture.
Take a picture of this.
Guys,
Arif.
I'm going to take a picture. That's fine.
So you can.
Arif, can you find a couple of volunteers to go around and count how many people we have? Okay, Arif, let's leave it to Arif. He has a whole group of friends. Maybe they can do it. And on the ladies' side, Tala, can I look to you to find some volunteers? Okay, just a few volunteers. Okay, Jalal, you good?
Thank you.
Tala on the ladies' side,
Please reach out to me whenever.
we'll find you volunteers. And Arif on the men's side, we'll find you volunteers. Yes, Akhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
On security, I'm out, but I came join to want to know what's going on. Let's say, la samhallah, for God, 1, 2, 3 didn't come for Friday, Saturday. Who's the backup? You gotta cover
I'll find out. I'll cover the backup. Yeah.
everything. You have to
Yeah, I know my volunteers. Yeah.
on the tables and everybody leaving.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
God of the food.
Yeah, that's my job, is to make sure that all the volunteers are coming. If one of them cannot make it, yes. I've got commitment. This is why I like the volunteers I work with. They're dedicated, alhamdulillah, and one time I reach out to them, they've all committed. If anything comes up, they let me know, and I'll find backup. So that's not, on the ladies' side is my wife. And so she's going to be in charge of the volunteers over there. Yes, Agha.
I know we didn't ask you that, but you just mentioned something about cleanup.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have certain people? Or
Yeah, on the men's side, men's side, I have it ready, and we'll also take care of the ladies' side. We'll take care of the ladies' side. I have 4 people: me, Sajjad, Altaf, and Ali Akhtar. I just have to confirm with them that they'll be here every night, but we are typically the 4 that will take care of the cleanup. So
Is there a way to encourage the community to participate more in the cleaning than what's been done?
yes,
I think it's important to maybe,
Maybe during the program.
if we can start,
my hope is if people see that we're making a concerted effort to try and get organized, they themselves will feel the responsibility of cleaning up after themselves. I know you're shaking your head, and I hear you. I don't know. But I'll make announcements. You know what would really help is if we take pictures and then in the beginning of the program, show the pictures. This is the mess you made yesterday. Pictures speak 1,000 words.
I have a lot of pictures. I always send.
I'm at this, yes.
can we have
The
accessible?
food I gathered, the trash, all this stuff, and everything, even when I distribute it outside to the homeless. Too much food.
Yeah,
Free food, when you open the cover, nobody touch it.
yeah.
They left it.
So we're solving that problem. Yeah, so we're solving that problem by serving now. Hopefully people will take and maybe come again and take portions several times as opposed to getting up and then they only eat. That we're trying to solve. What were you going to say about the trash?
I was gonna say, could we have more accessible trash cans?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot. We just have to position them in a place where it's
Yeah, you're
Very
right. We only
easily
have
accessible
2
in the women's.
spots, and we need to have more spots.
Yeah,
Can you work with Barker, because Barker is good about putting the trash cans where you need them, but let him know where you need them.
maybe we can make one more accessible.
Barker will work with you on that. He can take care of that. But we have enough. We just need them in the appropriate places. We're not recycling. It's very hard to recycle here. I don't know if we can take that on.
And in case it helps, helps, we have a megaphone in the kitchen in case you need to do any announcements for people, just in case.
Okay, okay.
So did we mention that?
We do have one.
We do have one in the kitchen.
We have a megaphone, yeah, yeah.
So did we mention that there's gonna be someone helping with trash or no?
Yes, 4 people.
4 people. So the thing is, like, I do remember this one time we did it before, where people would take the trash and they'd empty it and they stack the, so it doesn't fill up too fast. It's a lot of work, but it saves us a lot of space in the.
Okay, did you hear the engineer in the house say stretch goal? Okay, stretch goal is something that you put out there, inshallah. Let's make that a stretch goal. If we can get this thing off the ground, I would love for us to now recycle responsibly, right? So somebody comes, you take their stuff, you throw it, and then you you recycle it. Let's make that a stretch goal. I don't think we can commit to that this time around. But inshallah, we should strive for that, really. I believe we should. That would be taking care of the earth as a responsibility. But for our community, let's make that a stretch goal, if that's okay.
However, if you work with me, I actually like to implement it. I've tried it a couple of times and people really liked it.
Yeah.
A lot of people had positive.
There is
comments.
appetite for it,
And
yeah.
A lot of people got used to doing it.
Yep.
I was surprised, very quickly.
Our problem is consistency, right?
We need some volunteers who can do that consistently.
Absolutely,
We
absolutely.
can do that like during Ramadan, and I'll buy the bins and stuff like this.
Yeah, no,
And
because-
then that way,
Yeah.
you put your spoons here, you put your plate here. And one thing that I really like about that is that I want to have a big bucket there for people to put their extra food in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how much food is
We're
being
wasting.
wasted, Or at least all of that can go to the chickens or somewhere else rather than the trash.
Let's set ourselves an objective. If this Ramadan, the distribution goes smooth, let us go to the next level, right? Which is recycle responsibly. Also, bring your own cutlery from home, right? I mean, why should we provide cutlery, right? I mean, I'm telling you, large centers, Toronto, bring your own cutlery. London, bring your own drinking cup. No cup, no water. I mean, it works. Inshallah, we'll try and get there. I really hope we can get there. It'll cut down on our expenses, and it'll make us really feel like we're taking care of our amana. Okay, we're good? Any questions? No? Okay. We need to talk about parking. I'll get there in just a second. Any questions? Yes, Akhi.
So if someone bring food from outside, like family or individual, they want to cook the food.
Raza.
Someone come to me, I send it to brother.
Please, he's in charge of the
If you want
food.
to charge food in Ramadan in his home, you gotta bring it to the center.
Yeah.
So I send him to brother. This person I know.
Yes.
He's Iraqi, he's Arab. But if there's people, they bring food, we don't know who they are. They
Yeah,
bring the box.
actually, you know what?
Just check the food before
Right,
everything. Yeah.
but what I was gonna say is this thing was brought up again, and I think we just have to make sure that any food that comes in, we do not take it to that table where it's
Yes.
being distributed.
Yes.
Because all it does, we don't know who brought it,
Yeah,
for
just
one,
check it first.
and also, it disturbs the line.
Yes.
We only have people serving
Yeah,
the main
small
dish,
thing and small.
and the small things they
No.
bring in.
So food goes to the kitchen. They will decide what to do. They will decide what to do.
Because we don't know the food is come on or to go. No, I mean, I know everybody plastics and stuff. but
Feed the
be
cats
careful.
first, if they live,
If they live. One thing we haven't talked about is the kids portion. It's gonna come ready in a container. Is it gonna be served separate? So it's going to be served. Okay, so let's talk about that. We decided last time we met of the options that are available. The kids' food will be in their own boxes, but it will be served together with the adult food. Right? So a person, a man or a woman, comes through with a child. They will get their portion, and then their child will get another portion. Yes? So they don't have to go somewhere else.
right.
Yes? Men's side and women's side, right? So the runners will be bringing the kids' portion as well in containers together with the food.
One thing that I did face back when I was serving,
Go ahead.
okay, yeah, back when I was serving was that, I gave a boy, I know the kid, he's 10 years old. I gave him a kid's meal, and his father got mad at me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you giving him a kid's meal? And I'm like, he's a kid. Like, the kids are supposed to go over, they have the kids' meals they waste. And I mean, I tried my best to, not make a scene, but
Yeah.
he really was mad at me for this. So, what do we classify as a kid?
So that's why Kamarbai and Ali Hemani know how to deal with this, right? They know how to deal with this. As adults, they know how to deal with it. The parents will be given a choice. Do you want the same food for your child, but we have a kid's portion? most likely they will take the kids' portion. But if they want the same food for their child in a plate, they'll give it to them. There's no problem. Right? But the idea is, the problem we're having is we kept telling people, no, your child's food is over there. That was presenting a problem because they're like, I don't want to go there, just give it to me here, right? So now the kids' portion will be there. If they ask, they'll get. Or they can get the regular portion. Yes, sister.
So when are there volunteers there after? So, I mean, some people would stay inside, maybe they do extra prayers, I don't know. So when should we make sure that the volunteers can go and do their own break there?
That's a good question. I'll leave it to the ladies' side to decide.
If you were scheduled for that day, then Dr. Margaret will come. The moment the serving, the initial one is over, you're free to go.
But if somebody's inside or whatever, maybe I'm not responsible for that.
Yeah, okay, that,
Hopefully, we'll try and get someone to come inside and usher people out.
so
We'll try and help each other out that way.
that's a good point. So the question is, how about if there's stragglers left inside? Do we wait for everybody to come out? No. We do the best we can. So the lines people, the moment they see that the line is coming to an end, they come and they let the volunteers know we're done. Now, if there's 10 people left inside, there'll be food out there for 10 people, but there won't be servers for 10 people. Right? So our job is, and this is what I do on the men's side, once we're getting ready to close up, I let all the volunteers know, go get your food now. And the moment the volunteers go get their food, then we're done. Any stragglers have to self-serve.
How about, do people come for second helpings, or?
That's fine. I mean, if they come, they come.
If there is more food, the intention is to use it up.
Yeah, but the volunteers are done with the first round of serving, yeah? By the time, I'll come to you in just a second, by the time the dessert comes, right? And if there's a volunteer or two hanging around, but the bulk of the volunteers are done. The lines people are done, the runners are done, the servers are done. A few people will be around to help and whatever, we'll be there, but that's fine. But we got to communicate that we are also fasting. So give us a break, and then,
That's why this volunteering, it is a responsibility, but it's also, it's a hard thing because everyone is fasting. So the fact that we're here to do this, I mean, that says a lot.
yeah, it does.
But we definitely want to support each other. So if at any point, if anyone's feeling tired or needs to take a break, there'll be other people around to kind of swap out.
We also have security volunteers, we also have car park volunteers, so we have a lot of volunteers. And all of them will be sort of taking breaks. Yes, Tala?
I just wanted to point out, if we're counting people, we count kids separately, right, to estimate the kids' portion?
We're including everyone as a,
Just everyone? Okay.
every.
Head count.
Yeah,
Just the head
head
count,
count,
okay.
yeah.
It'll be too difficult.
It'd be too difficult to separate.
So just don't over prepare kids meals, right? Or-
Yeah, like so, 500 adults and 100 kids is separate, but they're saying combining at 600. 600, just one head count, yeah. Okay,
So I was gonna suggest, I'm sorry, you brought up something. I would say, as Brother said, right after the Maghrib, we need all the volunteers to come out. But I would seriously suggest at that time for the volunteers to break their fast, with water and date or whatever else they want to eat, so that they have some energy. We don't want them to pass out when they volunteer.
I'll tell you, in the Koja community, we have a very, very amazing system in the Koja community. So I was a volunteer in London 30 years ago, and it was amazing. All the volunteers, they come, the moment we're setting everything up, we break our fast, and then we don't eat anything. But after everybody is done, then we sit down and nobody bothers us. And we sit down and we get to eat and talk and relax. That everybody looks forward to. And so that's what gives us the energy to come in and serve. But yeah, whatever you need to break your fast, eat, drink, or whatever, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whatever you need to get the energy to kind of serve, yes. That's not yes, sir.
Should we let people know that go out and get your food so they don't expect to, wait here and then going out and get serving? So they know that they should go out, and if they want to come back after serving, they can come.
Yeah,
at least
so-
they know that
Yeah.
we are not going to serve after some.
Yeah, good point. So I'm making a list of all the things I'm going to announce on the first few nights. This will be a point I'll make to stress on, which is please finish your prayer, come outside, get your food, then come back and do your extra prayer so the volunteers can wrap up, the kitchen can close. I'll make that announcement. I think that's a good announcement. Yes, that's it. We're good?
He has a question.
Yes. I'm so sorry. Your hand has been up for a long time.
So how are you going to communicate for the people who are working? How are you going to communicate?
By talking.
Easy.
But you're far away.
No, I'll come close. It's okay. I'll come close. I know. Security team has walkie-talkies, yes. We have walkie-talkie, yes.
I'm not sure if it's gonna help or not, but we already created a spreadsheet with all these nights and days and slots for volunteers for these tables. In case, you know, we have more volunteers than tables and slots, people can just put their names. Otherwise, first come, first served during the event. I'm just saying this option is available.
Okay. I'm good. My volunteers, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's run this time round with the set of volunteers that I have. And then if it works and we get a bunch of volunteers that want to sign up, then we'll let that system take
You
over.
think you've got enough volunteers to cover both tables on men's and women's?
I need 2 more volunteers, like you had promised me, right? Yeah, I need 2 more
Okay,
on the other side. But Kamar Bhai and Ali Hamani are my 2 volunteers
I see.
on one side. I just need 2 more on the other side. Yeah,
My
and
guess is that we might need more than 2, but let's see.
okay, let's see. Yeah. We know on the men's side we're pretty good with 2. They do a good job. But that's fine. We can get another one. Okay, that's it. Any other questions? Inshallah, everything will go well. Feedback. If you have any suggestions, updates, or whatever, let us know.
Saturday, we should try and meet.
This Saturday, tomorrow.
No. The second, so we serve on Friday and we serve on Saturday. I suggest we meet
Okay.
Saturday night and kind of figure out how these 2 days went.
Okay.
And
Okay.
improvise for the.
Okay, sounds good. So on Saturday, after we've done the serving twice, let's regroup so we can debrief and figure out if we need to make any changes. Good? Okay, sounds good. Okay. We need to talk about seniors parking and the parking situation, yeah? You want to do that right now? Yeah. Okay, so I had another slide, but my IT guy is gone. Does anybody know how the IT works? Rami, there's another Google Doc that is a layout of IABA. If you can, and I shared it with him, if you can just bring that up. Thank you so much. So the problem we have is, let's talk about the problem before we talk about the solution. As you drive in through the gate, right, you've got, say, 5 spots over here, the coveted spots, right? And then you hang a right, and then there's 2 disabled spots, and then there's like 2 parking spots here near the sign, right? Are we gonna be able to park cars in the basketball area?
Well, the basketball area was, because it was left always for the kids.
Okay, but in Ramadan, what is the plan? Because here's the problem. I would like, ideally, the seniors, not just the disabled people, but also because we have about 6 people that have a disabled badge. But we have a lot more seniors who don't have a disabled badge, right? So if we can accommodate the seniors in this area, so the 5 coveted spots, the 2 near the sign, the 2 disabled, and then the 5 that are in the basketball, just reserved for seniors.
Just for Ramadan,
Just for Ramadan.
we carry on this for 30 days because the kids, they don't have a place to play.
No. So let's not disturb the kids. My question is, how can we make it work such that the kids can play, but cars can also, like, is it mutually exclusive? If the kids are playing, we can't park cars?
We have a lot of.
Okay,
A lot of kids-
and we have a lot of cars.
Yeah, but they can park, other people can park.
Seniors.
So
They can
that's
park
what I'm saying,
outside,
that's
Abbas.
fine.
They can park outside, right?
No,
we're talking
but
about
what he's saying
disabled.
is seniors, so
Oh,
let's
disabled,
find.
okay.
Seniors.
5 spots for
Okay,
the
so we
seniors.
have, so.
We can just find 5 spots for
So
seniors.
Reza, there is one thing here, right? So EC already approved removing the 2 signs from the basketball field. We have 2 disabled, not 5. We have only 2 disabled in the basketball, right?
But and 5 parking spaces.
And 5 parking spaces. EC has approved to remove those and put them somewhere else. We can do that maybe this week. Just remove them, put them, the disabled sign, put them somewhere right here, right? Or
So all the place when the kids, they got place, so.
Yes.
So one step at a time.
So disabled don't have to go to the basketball field, so that can close.
Anymore.
No, but are cars allowed to park in the basketball field?
They are allowed so the plan is for big nights, you open the basketball field and the cars go in, but then the kids cannot play, because it's very dangerous.
Oh,
Yes,
So
there's
in
a
Jum'ah
danger.
prayer, in Jum'ah prayer, we open the gate.
Like
So
Joy,
anyone could.
you're right. But let's talk about this Friday. What are we gonna do?
We're not
You
gonna
keep it
work-
closed for the
I would
kids?
suggest to identify 5 spots, if you already know those 5 people, we'll try to find
Yeah,
5
don't-
spots where those seniors can park. But I wouldn't really mess
Yeah,
with the
don't plan on
basketball area,
basketball,
because what I'm thinking is, for one, kids are gonna be very active, a lot of kids are gonna be on site. and it would be dangerous if you take that spot by any means. The only thing that I can suggest is, you, as somebody said, like maybe to throw a rug for people to sit down and eat, if that's it.
No, we're talking about parking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying stay out of the basketball area for parking.
Is that your understanding?
Yeah, that's the whole idea, that they'll stay all the time away, you know, all that.
So that place will be closed.
Yeah,
For the
so
kids,
the
even for
disabled
ladies,
sign.
young ladies, they walk in.
The disabled signs need to move from there.
So that's a separate problem, whether or not, that's a separate problem.
He's saying, are we able to park there? I'm just saying that there's no way to park there. We
Yeah.
need to find other spots. And if we need to designate other spots, we'll designate other spots for other.
Okay, I mean, I leave it to you, how you want to handle it, Haider. I don't know. I think it's going to be a nightmare.
But the rest of the people can park outside.
The thing is, let me just say one thing real quick. We had this naive assumption that the seniors will come in and park. They can come in at any time. What if the spots are taken? So that's why I thought,
I'm saying, we just have to reserve those spots.
There's two spots, I know where, the old building, one, the chef, and the other one.
okay, that's two.
Yeah,
Let's say we need 10 spaces, okay? Let's say we need 10 spaces for disabled and seniors, okay? Let's say. Where will they park? Can we just
kitchen area and around.
reserve spaces for them?
Well, we can reserve, but there's no, how many, it's like 5 altogether?
There's 4 disabled in the front of the kitchen, and there's another 2 for chef or visitor.
Yeah.
No
Can't reserve
visitors,
this for
the
the
kitchen.
disabled.
Okay.
Capacity for.
I just, from what we've heard from the seniors, because we're on the seniors group, they find it very hard to park. Very hard.
Yeah, but the whole reason they keep closing it,
I
because the
counted
kids are
every
playing. If we open and let them park
Because we
inside,
serve down.
then it's gonna, somebody has to open, close, that's gonna be an issue.
No, so I guess, okay, I didn't know what the understanding was with that kids area. If it's dedicated kids area, no cars allowed. No cars allowed.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like 5 spaces that are gone.
Yes.
So now we need to find another 5 spaces.
So the other 5 spaces or 6 spaces has to be the.
Okay, so, right, so here, so this is, this is the pavilion, this is the old building, this is the kitchen. This is the basketball court. This is the gate for the basketball court, right? So these are the 5 coveted spaces here. Maybe there's 4 spaces here, maybe there's 2 spaces here.
Those are the best ones,
Right?
right?
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
can just utilize those red marks, all those ones to be seen for the seniors.
Okay.
Ask chef to park somewhere else.
Yeah, so nobody parks here. This is reserved for seniors, and this is reserved for seniors. And this will be closed all the time. Okay, then I'll announce it like that. I didn't know that was the understanding. Okay, that resolves that. I don't have any stake in this. All I'm doing is communicating that the seniors are saying they're finding it very hard to park. And remember, the lighting here is horrible. So, what was that? Yeah, valet parking. Yeah. So okay, then I guess that completes that. I don't know what else we can do.